around the world looking for someone who cares. You've got a role to play to make a change in your time.
I'm aware that poverty is not just a problem in the UK, it's actually a worldwide problem. And that was really brought home to me recently when I visited Gambia, where there are extreme poverty problems there. So much so that in the schools, the little children can't even afford the basic materials they need for education. And I took a suitcase full of pencils and paper over and gave these out to the youngsters there in the schools. And you'd have thought you'd have given them $1 million, you know, the way that they received that gift. So think about even those small actions, how you can make that difference. My main support is largely towards youngsters, mostly probably because I lost my sister at a young age, and I enjoy helping younger people because they got their whole life ahead of them, and people who are less fortunate than myself. I was very lucky to be involved with the Amber Foundation through Secret Millionaire, and I continue to work closely with the whole team in Amber. I'm a mentor to the induction groups and the groups of youngsters then, really as a role model myself into giving them empowerment and inspirement to achieve. And it may be something small that they wish to achieve, and maybe even just get a job, but remembering that there's a background to each one of these individuals' problems that they faced. I speak to them on a one-on-one and find that some individuals have been sexually abused by their parents even, and you know, that's something which, you know, can you imagine being in that position yourself? So to have a listening ear, to actually listen with that person and understand is important, because a lot of people just walk away from them because they've turned to crime or drugs or something as a result of their problems. We're really discussing the root problem and cause of those actions is what those youngsters need. And that's where I spend a lot of time just sitting down, discussing their backgrounds, why they do what they do and what they want to achieve going forward, and how I can play a part in them achieving their dreams. Although my main focus is towards helping youngsters, I also extend to helping all ages of people, and I recently set up a project with Woolwich Charity Housing in Wales, and Woolwich are involved in shared housing, and we set a pilot scheme in place whereby I set up houses for individuals of all ages, whether they're single mums, young males under 25, older persons who are not normally housed, so they've got some social problem, and they are appointed a caseworker. It was normally a Woolwich individual, a Woolwich mediation officer, and I'm working with the environmental health officers in the council to set up shared housing requirements then. We've got 2 houses in place already. One is an all-female house and one is an all-male house. Huge interest in the project, in that we hope that it will be rolled out worldwide. So the authorities, local authorities, are working very closely with us at the moment in setting this up and rolling it out widely as something that maybe other authorities could do in UK and other landlords could take on board here, both in Carmarthenshire, where I'm from, and in the other counties. So it's a great way that we can make a difference there using our expertise. And of course, from the economic side, landlords are paid direct in this particular case because the tenants aren't seen to be capable of handling their own financial affairs. Also, in the past, I would have shied away from housing high priority individuals like this because I think they trash the house. But this is now monitored by the mediation officers, and a whole social housing awareness scheme is in place by government, whereby we as private sector landlords can help these individuals. So with my knowledge and expertise in housing, with my will to help people of all ages, it's formed a fantastic strategy. And I urge people who are in housing or becoming involved in housing to be aware of the social housing side as well, because it's a win-win situation. There are 5 main charities that I support. The main one is Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I was very fortunate last week actually to hear from the Make-A-Wish team that they've elected me as an ambassador to Make-A-Wish. So I certainly will be carrying that message out much wider over the next few months as well. The other charities, 4 of them were through Secret Billionaire, and the first one, that is Little Bridge House, the Children's Hospice. Secondly, Amber Foundation, the Young Offenders Further Education Centre. Thirdly, Barnstable Poverty Action Group, helping homeless individuals. And then closer to home, the Ray Gravel Trust, again, which helps local charities here in Wales. So I really stick to them where I can and focus on just those charities, because I believe in doing a damn good job of raising their profile, helping them both on my time and finance, and I'll continue to work very closely with all of those charities going forward.